What up? I'm your host, Darren Green, and this is another episode of the RoundTable podcast. Here to give you another stellar episode. I'm joined with co-host and editor, Kenise.
Hello.
And I'm with a new guest, older guest. You may have listened to her back when we did Live and Direct. Here's Bianca.
Hey.
Okay, so we're here to get into some things. You get what I'm saying? This is the RoundTable podcast. What's up? How was our second week? This is the second week, right?
Yeah. We actually got to work the second week.
Oh.
Already, we got to read chapters, write responses,
Ooh.
prepare for projects already.
What class is that?
Basically media classes. We got to prepare for a cell phone project using your cell phone.
What classes you taking?
I mean, it's avant-garde day. Avant-garde day.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about yeah. It's like a art, film type of class. It's really interesting, experimental. It's awesome so far. And so we got to create one with a cell phone, using your cell phone. But it's due at the end of the semester. But we got to prepare for it, you know.
Okay.
So I have a lot of ideas coming up. Hopefully, it's gonna be fire.
All right. What about you, Bianca?
Just a lot of stress, to be honest, because it's so much to do at once. And I feel like I'm taking 18 credits, so I don't feel like I prepared myself for the overwhelm. Lord. But just organize yourself.
How many classes you got?
So I guess that's 6 or 7.
6.
Yeah, 18 credits is 6.
Now, I just realized you could take more than 5 classes. I thought that was the max. I'm like,
if you do exactly 5, you would be on time to graduate. That's how they try to do it. But some people
just do 4.
I think the max is basically 18 credits, but you have to talk to the dean to do more than 18 credits.
Okay.
Because my friend, she did 21 credits.
Oh, Lord. How many classes is that?
7.
7. Ugh.
But she's a go-getter, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I do with 18 credits, I basically have a planner. And usually I have a planner on my phone, but I think having an actual planner book is really helpful to jot down every single thing to do in each class. And it's so easy. I cross it off. I get it done on time. I think it's really good to have a planner.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I can't keep up with planners. It's I work on it the first couple weeks, and then I'm just it's all about I write stuff down on my notepad in my iPhone. Even I stopped doing that, but I'm actually working on these classes, and I'm also doing my 2 jobs. I work at the as a desk assistant at these dormitories. I work at Voyager, and I also work at the bookstore. Wow. I know you've seen me a couple of times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got so many bags to catch.
All these books and people coming in and buying stuff. Oh, my goodness. And I had to walk out, and I'm being honest with you today, I had to walk out of my math class today. That's why I was a little bit early. That class is really humbling. I will say I'm going to finish it through, but I had to walk out today because our teacher wasn't there, and we had somebody, I guess, being a substitute or whatever.
That's a first.
What?
I've never seen that. In college.
What, a substitute?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. And
he was literally trying to teach us order of operations, looking at a tablet. I guess he didn't know. It's you over here looking at okay, so here's how the class went. First of all, he told us to solve something that's on a piece of paper or whatever, put it on a piece of paper, put your answer on it, and he was going to collect it. And then he said, "Oh, all of y'all got the same wrong answer." I'm like, "You looked at it that fast?" And then he just went from solve this, solve that, solve. I'm like, I'm leaving.
I had one for my film class, same class avant-garde day. He's a cool professor. He was so
you're
cool.
You're right. I'm in that class with you.
Yeah.
What class?
So I have had a sub.
What's the class called?
Avant-garde.
Avant-garde.
It's a film class. And I think it's called Film Avant-garde.
Avant-garde. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's all avant-garde.
So it's the daring stuff.
Yeah, Met Gala.
Yeah.
Upper evolution.
There's a whole section on camp. Yeah.
See, I miss only taking media classes. I did last semester. I took all media classes. The best. I'm over here doing math and what else am I doing? Oh my God, I'm taking a music class. I'm taking a radio class, which is good, I guess. I'm doing that right after this podcast. And I'm also working on my show. I'm going to insert my little podcast out there. So the TDGS podcast will be officially coming back on Mondays. I done changed the days. And I have a new co-host.
Monday Madness.
Monday Madness, child. And I feel like a lot of podcasts use Mondays because I feel like they use that's the whole entire week to get topics instead of just trying to do it on Friday. Like, Friday because, it's turn up day, whatever. Nah. Yeah, it works well with the co-host and I. It's the first time I'm having a co-host like on my show because I'm usually doing it by myself. But anyway, I feel like we are talking too much about our lives. Let's get into these hot topics. But before we get into these hot topics, here's a word from our sponsors. Okay, we're back up in this gig to give you the hot topics. Now I'm going to talk about some things. Kenise is going to talk about some things. But let's talk about DJ Academics.
What happened?
You know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's this commentator for music, culture, or whatever this and third he did. He was on Everyday Struggle with Joe Budden, Sideline and him and everything and all that. So basically what happened was a couple of days ago, DJ Academics came out on Twitter and was like, Nikki, she's putting out a hit on me, this, that, and the third. Like if I'm killed, you know who did it, this, that, and the third. And no, he got on his platform. You know how he goes live on whatever streaming thing he does. And he talked about the text messages the DM messages between him and Nikki was like, my husband wants to talk to you, and, where's the Addy and stuff like that. I'm like, so we gangsta up in here now.
How factual is it, though?
Well,
because he's,
Yeah. The thing about it is, though, he did show it. He showed the DM messages, like, on his live, like, in real time. So it's not like it was, something that he took a picture of and sent it online or whatever. Some of the barbs were saying, oh, well, something with the face. Like, when you're DMing somebody and it has, like, the little FaceTime video thing. Yes. They said that they had it on that group chat, and it's like, there's no way they was FaceTiming. I mean, it looks legit. It looks like Nikki really did message him on that type of level. And this all stemmed from, when she was on the Joe Budden podcast, and she was calling him Chipmunk and all this other stuff, and that stemmed from him to come back on his little social media platform, practically violating her, saying that, you haven't had a good hit, like, you come out with songs and it just completely flops. Like, he even said he was going to, like, the next song you come out with, he was, like, literally going to track it to see how it does on the charts, see how how fast it can, like, drop off the charts.
Wow. I
was just like, yo. So, yeah, I mean, Nikki, she's upset. She feels like she wants to defend herself, and I guess telling people where's the Addy at is the MO. A lot of people saying she's going too far with this and threats. That's can't be legal. What do you guys think?
I think Nikki, it's okay for her to respond to her haters. People always coming for Nikki, but girl, you're trying to start a family. Yeah. It's good to let things go. Especially from somebody who always lying about celebrities, always focus on celebrities' lives behind the computer screen. So I think, she should drop the situation, let her and her husband go, start their family, and let this little kid, do what he do. Because at the end of the day, he's gonna be canceled soon. Yeah. His career gonna flop because all he do is make up lies and start drama. So,
what you want to say?
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's petty to keep it going because she has expressed wanting to start a family, and it's just like by doing something like that, saying something like that, you don't know what people he got. So it's like, then you put yourself at risk too, and it's just better to let it go. Like, if you think about it, that's so petty, like, on both ends. There's just so much more to do than fight about it.
I thought he was known for, like, being a video gamer. He looked like a video gamer, like, in his chair.
Yeah, like playing Fortnite and all that. He does do that too. The thing about it is, though, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we don't know about that kind of ticks people off. She tried to get him fired from his Everyday Struggle job. And, that can send people. My thing is this, like, I love Nikki to death, but, I've grown up since the last time we had conversations. We used to always argue on live. And they used to be like, oh, my God, you a Nikki stan? So, yeah. I understand that also she kind of can be toxic at sometimes, because if you over here coming for my job, you know, because this is what I do. I talk about celebrities. If someone, you know, it's whatever. I feel like, yes, Nikki can defend herself, but I feel like it's just a little bit too much, just trying to, you know, actually like attack someone. And I feel like maybe because she feels that, you know, other people can do that and they don't really get the heat from it. I don't want to bring up nobody's name because it's always, oh, you equate the two together every time. But no, Cardi, I mean, like, she would literally try to fight somebody in any way, shape, or form, and she plays the gangster role, and now Nikki is playing the gangster role.
Because her husband.
Yeah, that's what I don't like that.
You can definitely see the change in Nikki when she was her husband. She acting more hood. And that's not what I really care for about what Nikki.
She was never like that. That's the thing. I was like, you was never like that. Like, you can get hood when you want to be. You get what I'm saying back in the day. But like the Nikki that I knew you know, she was
sweetheart.
Yeah.
Considering everything we know about her, it's like.
Well, I guess this was always the real her. She's just letting us know.
Yeah, because that's a childhood person too, as well. So.
Yeah.
But I want the old Nikki still.
Like, I want the old Nikki.
Super bass Nikki.
Yeah, super bass Nikki, and you know the crazy wig Nikki. Like now we just
Roman.
got the. I feel like she's so too cool for school.
Video vixen type of.
Yeah, like it's like, yeah, it's working with these young girls, but that's not what got you on.
Yeah,
you know, it was Roman, it was Martha, all the alter egos. Like where does it? She needs to figure out, and you know, this goes into her retiring, which I will touch on for a little bit right now. She's saying it's because she wants to start a family. We say otherwise, obviously. I mean, do you feel like it's because she wants to start a family, or do you feel like it's because the music is not working right now with her?
To be honest, I think it's the music.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, on the radio, I used to hear her music all the time. Now I don't hear her music. All I hear is, you know, the same old female rappers that's current right now, popular in the game. It's no more Nicki on the radio.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I really do. I mean, her music that she's released, I mean, it's only popular for a certain time, so I guess it is the music.
Okay.
You know?
For me, I feel like I still don't kind of believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just like, oh, she'll get over it.
Yeah, she's not.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I would say it was the music, because I understand that she has a lot of ambition to be at the top, and sometimes, like, it's just not rising. But overall, I just think she's, like, flaking.
I just feel like, because I watched the Impressive channel. That's a good YouTube channel that I suggest you all watch. And she broke it down and was like, well, you know, maybe she just feel, because a lot of these young girls feel like, you know, she feels like, you know, a lot of these young girls just getting rhymes, reciting them, and not actually putting in the work. And she really does write her own rhymes. And it's not coming into fruition like it did in the past. And to a certain extent, like, you got to understand, like, it's, you know, it's time. It's, you know, everyone has their time. You know, no one is irrelevant forever. And you get what you can get. Like, she puts out music, she still get the same amount, not the same amount of money as she did before, because, you know, there's a market now. Like, there's other people. But I feel like, you know, she broke it down. She was like, how, what's her name? Toni Braxton. She gave up the music career, like, a while back ago, like, I'd say early 2000s. And, you know, she got with a new manager and new space of energy. And then she got a Grammy her next album. Yeah. She retired, then came back, and then got a Grammy. I don't think Nicki would get a Grammy because she had so much issue. That's another thing, too.
Yeah.
You know, she has beef with, like, the powers that be. And I'm like, Nicki, you can't expect to get nothing from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah.
I just miss, you know, I mean, Queen, her last album, I mean, it was okay to me, you know.
It did well.
Yeah, I expected more from that. Like,
yeah.
Beam Me Up, Scotty, Pink Friday were like my faves album from Nicki, period. Like, those are my
We mean her, that Beam Me Up, Scotty, that was her mixtape days.
I know, but that was my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, And Pink Friday, that was like...
Pink Friday. When she said she retired, I ain't gonna lie, I was holding back tears. Because when she said that, I'm like, excuse me, I had to download the whole Pink Friday album.
Yeah, you just
like
go through back all these years.
Yeah.
This is Nicki Minaj, Wanting in the Bang, you know, that Bob style, like all these colors.
She said she's gonna explain it on Queen Radio soon. So I'm like, when is that explanation? She takes forever for Queen Radio. Like, she said she was gonna talk about the Grammy thing. It took us like a whole month to get that.
Honestly, her and like Frank Ocean are on the same
Yes. I'm like, and my thing is, I feel like if Nicki wants to get back to being that way, that girl, she has to come back with the element that she did before.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, she went the natural way out, because a lot of people saying, oh, she ain't got no real hair. Well, now she showed you. She got inches. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And, oh, she's not rapping like these dudes. She's not rapping hood stuff. She's rapping like pop music. So she tried to change it and tried to sound more hood. Even with that one remix that she got on, she was like, yo, Pop, who wants smoke? I'm like,
Baby, welcome to the party.
Who wants smoke? When you say that? I remember you used to say, hey, yo, SB. What? Good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
What? No. And let me tell you, she was really successful with Pink Friday and Roma Reloaded, even though a lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
A lot of the hood didn't mess with her second album because it was really pop. She just didn't go back to her old.
But people from Europe love that album. I mean, they love Starships. They love Pound the Alarm.
Yeah.
What I was going to say again? I literally just forgot what I was going to say.
I feel like that's with every artist too. Like Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, even Beyonce. They need to go back to their older element. Beyonce, and I don't care about you beehives coming for me. But that album flopped. That Lion King album flopped heavily. That was what?
It's different.
It's
I
different.
feel like, she curated it. Like, it's just...
I got one song on there.
Listen, it's a
Can
project.
You
it's
feel?
different. they it's not necessarily to market her. It was like to market these.
She produced the
artists.
whole thing. That's another thing. These artists get big and they want to start doing their own. No.
I say this all the time.
Have people do it for
Lion
you.
King, it was basically focused on Beyonce the whole entire time, not the other actors and actors.
That's why they said it was number one in the country.
Because you got Beyonce.
Beehive was we up in here.
I thought the songs would get popular because it gave you that African vibe, Caribbean vibe.
She's doing the pro-black way, and I feel like she's at that point where she don't care if it doesn't get anywhere.
Because she's rich.
Because she's worth, what, billions? $1 billion, right?
Yeah.
Well, her and Jay-Z collectively.
Well, it's actually $2 billion.
$2 billion.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can do what I want now, and I don't care if it gets nowhere.
And the same for Rihanna too.
Same for Rihanna. Rihanna. Let me say something. She's sitting on a pot of gold.
Yeah.
Because the makeup industry, the makeup industry is what got Jeffree Star rich. That is the market right now, and Rihanna's like, oh, music, oh, bye.
Yeah.
I didn't make half this much.
And now she's going,
And she made up 20
fashion.
albums.
Wait, what?
She had over 20 albums, right? Close to that.
I don't remember.
She had a lot of albums.
Rihanna, I think it's probably it's like 6.
6? No.
No, wait, no, it's 9.
It's 9 because everybody keeps hashtagging R9.
Yeah,
R9.
R9.
So,
Wow, I was off 20. Let me fact check before the powers that be.
She does have a little like projects in between and stuff. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Okay, so 9 albums. That's a lot for a singer. She's like, look.
Jay-Z has a lot of albums.
I ain't make half as much with music. I'm staying with Fenty. She done changed her Twitter profile picture to some kind of, it looked like a little business picture. I'm like, oh, it's like a headshot.
I didn't see that.
Look
I remember it used to be that stick figure.
But that's what it is on Instagram. I believe she changed her Twitter.
Oh, wow.
It looks like it's a professional shot. I'm like...
She has said, there's reports of R9 coming in December.
It's all a lie. Like when she made that post.
This was like the most recent one, and she didn't like
she's not
deny it. Please, dear.
Look,
it can't be in December because we heard reports supposed to be a Caribbean album.
I don't want no. See, I hate that's another thing I hate with these artists. When you tell me your theme, like here's why. Here, yeah. Let me see.
And it's Twitter.
that looks like a professional headshot. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's something we take after we graduate. And that's going to be our Twitter picture for years, okay? No, she is like, look, I'm making money. I don't care about this no more.
You know what?
A Caribbean album, though? I'm sorry.
Keep going.
A Caribbean album, though? And that's the problem with a lot of these singers when it comes to making themed albums. I don't want it to be the whole album. You get what I'm saying? Like, the whole album is the same thing. Like, Caribbean. That's why I didn't like some elements in Queen. Well, Queen was kind of all over the place.
Yeah, but that song with
because she was doing Chun-Li. Yeah, she was doing Chun-Li, and she was doing, like, stuff with Labyrinth.
But that song with Foxy Brown was trash to me.
I like it. No, I like it.
Foxy Brown.
No, because you know why I like it? Because it's like an ASMR. That song is like a... because it's like... Because it's like catchy, and then it's like, I like the music in the background, and then if you play that song, Coco Chanel, and then the outro inspirations, it's like kind of like the same song you're supposed to like, because you're supposed to listen to it,
yeah,
and it comes right after, and it sounds like it works together, like it sounds like it's the same song. Yeah, that's why it's
Foxy Brown
satisfying. But no, yeah. Like Foxy Brown, she used to be a real good rapper. Now she's doing she's taking the reggae route with herself.
Oh, I'm boy. Like, it's the same with Little Kim. Little Kim don't rap the same.
Yeah, and same with Nicki with the whole blah da da da. I'm like, no.
You didn't like it.
Megatron was a catchy song. The video was cute.
The video kiddie-ish.
Her looks was good, but when I heard Megatron, I'm thinking of Decepticons, you coming up here transforming into Nicki, like, is you a robot or something? Like, I'm thinking of Transformers.
You gonna pop out a pop song, girl.
You did. Blah, that. Like, what? You should have just made it a reggae sounding title.
It almost did sound like that.
I mean, what she could have did was...
And that's rumored, that whole song and single is rumored to be her old team's work. Mm-hmm. So she has a new team now. So that's if she's still working. Because, she said she's retiring, so I don't even know. Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be like a hard hip-hop song. I was disappointed.
And she doesn't bring it. Yes, bring it. Because we know you can do it. Just bring it.
Your bars are fire, so bring them bars.
And that's the moral of this story. We done went all the way around, because this is the RoundTable. Yes, bring your A game when it comes to rapping, because we know you can do it. You're just playing with it. Like, it seems like she's like a cat, like playing with a mouse. Like, demolish it,
yeah,
and move on, and you will be good. Okay. So what I wanted to talk about is Malik Yoba. Is his name Malik Yoba? He's the actor that openly said a couple weeks ago that he was attracted to both cisgender and transgender women. Okay. Do you know this actor?
I don't.
Well, he was in the news, and I'll walk you through it.
Okay.
So basically, last week he said that he's into transgender women also. But then this past week, a trans woman by the name of Mariah Lopez accused Yoba of paying to have sex with her when she was a minor. Mm. Yeah. And there was others that came out at the same time. This is like right after he said, I'm into trans women. Let me... Because, I got in trouble for this. I got in trouble for saying, because last time we talked about the Michael Jackson thing, and we both talked about it. Remember that this is an allegation. This is all alleged. And we can form an opinion. They waited till after he comes out to say that he's into trans women to... You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's put a pin on that for a second. Okay? So, to follow up on that, after allegations came out, according to a memo obtained by News One, Phi Beta Sigma fraternity removed Yoba from his position as a spokesperson for the Sigma Beta Club program, which is focused on providing mentorship to preteens, teenage males through social and cultural education and enrichment. They said that it was because of his inappropriate relationship, in which, in a sense, if he really did do this, that is inappropriate. Mm-hmm. Let's be clear. Because I have to make sure I say things that is, I have to make sure I'm thorough with this topic.
Right.
So what do you guys think about this?
I hope it's not true.
Yeah.
I really do hope it's not true. But if he wants to be attracted to transgender, cisgender, then that's okay. Because people deserve love no matter who they are, Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. This is a sensitive topic.
Because you don't want to denounce the people, like, let's be clear, though. It's all alleged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very gray because, nothing is confirmed yet. And then you want to say, oh, this is a actor who chose to come out, so is it just convenient for you to say that this happened now?
Yeah.
Or also, was it just always hard for you to say so? And now that he's admitted, that he's attracted to trans women, it's easier for them to come out and say, this happened to me, because now people believe,
It kind of looks bad on him, too, because, let's talk about it. He recently came out on Instagram and did, like, a freestyle explaining how these women that came out and saying that he had sex with them as minors were lies. I don't need you explaining that in a freestyle.
Yeah, general statement.
Okay, get your PR team.
It's more the right way,
make a statement.
Yeah. And there's a way to go about it where you could sympathize. Because if someone has to lie about something like that, clearly they're going through worse,
And then he got on the Breakfast Club, and I guess that's the one time he used his PR team because they glossed over that whole allegation situation. And the only thing he talked about that was closely towards that was he was talking about his fraternity. He said, he made a quote talking about, my former fraternity, Phi Beta Sigma. We had an executive director that was murdered. He was gay. He was also running the public office. We're trying to run public office in Louisiana because we don't have culture. Even within the organization, Phi Beta Sigma, you have gay leaders that has to then go live in the shadows, make poor choices based on that. And he just went on and on saying that, this type of lifestyle is in the fraternity community. If the allegations are true, they took him off for him being the spokesperson. A lot of people don't know about certain fraternities and what they're cool with. Okay. And the way they look real bad, especially because the blogs will sit there and spin any type of situation. You have to actually read articles because when I read the caption for, them doing this, I'm like, oh, like this is right after he coming out and saying that he's with transgender women. And then, like, mad blogs coming out in their caption saying, oh, Phi Sigma Theta removes him for being the spokesperson. Not even saying why, you get what I'm saying, because the whole allegations thing wasn't really big, I guess. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. We just have to, like I said, we have to have more information of the situation, and we'll just have to keep it moving.
Okay, so let's move on to Trump administration to put a ban on e-flavored cigarettes due to vaping deaths. Now, there has been a total of 6 people who have died due to being sick by vaping. Mm-hmm. It caused a terrible disease to their lungs, and people were very young, very 18 to 24 age limit, mm-hmm. And so Trump feel like it's better to ban e-flavored cigarettes to cause further deaths.
Why don't you ban, like, every cigarette? Because that causes death, too. Like, is there a specific reason why they cause death? Is it, like...
It's basically, it's mysterious. There's no very clue information into why it's causing this type of lung issue, but to e-flavored cigarettes or in vaping, it's not a good idea. But e-flavored cigarettes are not actual cigarettes. They're actually electronic devices people use to smoke. Yeah. So anything that's like vaping or you see electronically charged and you smoke it, that's out of the blue, You gotta go. It has to go.
So he's trying to ban it. It's not banned yet, right?
Yeah, he's trying to ban it.
Okay.
So it's actually like THC cartridges that are like all the deaths have the same thing. It's the THC cartridge. It's because it has pesticides, and so smoking pesticides is like bound to do something bad to you. And so technically, it's already illegal in most states. So the fact that he's trying to ban it is just like, why don't you worry about guns? Like,
yeah, like the real issue right now.
Yeah.
Why it's so easy for people to purchase an AK-47, my dude? So
yes, why is there a gun shop like 20 feet from an elementary school?
Child, you can buy a gun on Wish.
What?
Yes. I could
no
you not, and Amazon too.
Oh, well, actually, I'm not that shocked with Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon sell everything. They sell you a cop car.
Have you ever heard of Finger Hut?
Yes.
One of those books that be coming in the mail, all these like stuff. I see a whole entire section full of guns. I'm not sure they're real guns. God. Actual, like a whole list of guns. I'm not sure they're actual guns. Yeah. But you can purchase those guns, whatever it is, whatever's inside them, bullets or fake, whatever you call it. But they selling those. I don't agree with it. It just, oh my gosh.
I feel like, I don't know what Trump wants to annoy certain groups of people.
For sure.
Like, even with the bans that he's trying to do, like he did the equal opportunity ban or whatever. It was like where it's okay for jobs to like fire transgender women or something, or people that are, I guess, undesirable. You never heard of that?
No.
I've heard of it. It sounds kind of like stop and frisk, to be honest.
Wow.
No, not stop and frisk. I mean, like, for example, you working for someone.
Yeah.
And now it's illegal for you to fire someone because of their orientation or gender identity. Or
so
whatever.
Basically, discrimination.
Discrimination, yeah. He's allowing that. That's what that was for. That's what I've heard. I'm not not too good when it comes to politics, but that's the story that's been talked around here. I mean, like, he's just annoying these groups, and it's just like, hey, at the end of the day, you need to focus on the real issue right now, which is gun control.
And, like, there's been, I think, a total of 6 deaths from vaping. That's over how many?
6 deaths?
Only 6 out of how many?
How many people have been getting shot?
Exactly.
How
many
from
people die from cigarettes, real cigarettes?
Yeah, oh, yes. Let's bring that up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing to look at. I mean, it could be something that's causing these deaths. It's a good thing to look at, but also look at the fact of, the real issue, which is the gun laws.
Yeah.
The gun laws needs to be fixed.
It's not going to change that.
And the discrimination thing was about sexual discrimination law. Basically, they could be fired legally due to transgender discrimination,
Just transgender?
It's actually, Trump administration is willing to go to make sure that transgender people have no protection from discrimination under federal law. Yeah.
So it started with him not allowing transgender women to fight in the war and being and now it's like, okay, now y'all can't work.
And these women are already, like, at risk every day, high risk than any.
At risk, they can't find any work because a lot of jobs are discriminative. Like, wow, like
okay, let's just make your life worse.
And my thing is, if you think that he's not going to stop there,
yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Because okay, well, that's not the same quote that they said. Oh, well, this happened to this group of people. I didn't do nothing because I'm not this. I'm not part of that. And then all the way until it gets to you, then there's no one to help you because I butchered that quote, but do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. It's like, so it has to be personal for you to feel something. That's nice.
And that quote was used in the Holocaust. What does that say about our president, child? Because I remember that quote.
I'm just waiting for his term to, like.
People got to vote. People got. Yes, and I'm over here arguing with my best friend. I'm like, are you registered? No.
Like, I always thought that people did not vote, and that people just vote for Trump just because they want to see what's the outcome of it, And look at our outcome.
If you don't vote at all, you can't complain about nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. Zilch. Nada.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's going on there.
All right, our next topic is the Apple's newest technologies revealed. Apple held a September event at the Steve Jobs Theater where it revealed 3 new iPhones, the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Pro, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max, with triple lens cameras. And a new iPad was showcased during the event, boasting a 10.2-inch screen, and along with Apple Pencil for the iPad. The company also announced the Apple Watch Series 5. Which I think.
I'll just take my iPhone 11 and go. I don't really care about the Pro or the Pro Max. I mean, it's really no difference. Did they say, is there any difference between the two? Because I know they always go over everything.
It's just bigger, right?
Yeah, just bigger. And then the price is just bigger.
Why the Plus got to be the expensive one? I want a big phone. Is the iPhone 11 is it like equivalent to like a regular size? Because this is an 8 Plus.
It's like the recent one we have, like the iPhone 10.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that.
Yeah, it is.
With the extra lenses.
See, I don't want no small phone, so I probably got to get the iPhone Pro.
Look, I got an iPhone 7. I've been waiting for an update for the longest.
Look, I need an update too.
Yeah, same.
Because
this 8 life.
And then you said something about the camera earlier in the office.
Yes. The only thing is, when you sell something, you have to make it look good. And everyone is complaining about the same thing. The camera lenses look like holes. And if you are aware of tripod phobia, like, that is really ugly. I guess.
Yeah, the phone kind of does look a little creepy when it comes to the camera. Like, why we got 3 cameras?
There's a lot of memes about it, too.
And it's just like
spider with eyes.
Yes.
I don't like spiders. I got spider phobia.
I like it. I mean,
I like how the regular one is paying homage to the iPhone C. Remember the 5C?
Yes.
With the different colors? I always wanted the blue one because those looked so nice.
Yeah.
And they just got rid of it.
I think they still have it with the new update of the iPhone 10. But
they have the color options? Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have color options.
Yeah. They have the red one.
The orange.
And yellow.
Yeah. But these new colors, it's like they got green now. Like a lavender.
I feel like I want to get off the grid with these iPhones because I feel like every time there's a new iPhone, everyone's just like, oh my God. I feel like people are really just...
Apple.
People are really getting over Apple, this whole Apple phase. Because you see a lot of it. Because before all the memes and making jokes about it and stuff like that, people used to really be like, "Oh my goodness, like this is amazing! I got to make sure I get this iPhone." Like, now people's like,
do they ever make Mac updates, like new Mac technologies? Like,
yeah.
How far can they go?
Like, but those are way sparser. Like,
oh, because
I would never get a MacBook. I'm team PC. I'm team PC all day. MacBooks. Just being at this school. And having to use like the MacBooks here, aggravating because the commands are different. Everything is just not like this. I've been used to using PC my whole life. You get what I'm saying? So to go to a MacBook, girl, bye. I can't do it because it's too many. I remember one time I did this project and I was using Pro Tools. And for some reason, on the Apple MacBooks, you have to really make sure you have your own folder. You can't just put it anywhere. I'm like, okay, here's my project. Oh, yeah, all your files is gone. I'm like, what? It's right there.
I agree, because I find it so hard to find things. Like, trying to find an application. Oh, my God. You got to go to the certain, settings?
Finder or something,
to get to the application. I feel like on Dell or HP, it's so much easier. Just go to the Windows at the bottom, click it. There you go.
But MacBooks looks nicer, and that's another thing to storage.
And
the storage.
They even have 1 terabyte. This computer has 1 terabyte of storage. You know how for a MacBook, like let's say the cheapest, $800, way less than a terabyte. I'm like, and this is it's a $500 computer. Apple like $1,800.
Mine was $200.
Wow.
And it's good quality.
How many gigabytes you got on there?
I don't know.
You said, I don't know.
The thing about Apple is I feel like no matter what, though, it's still different from everything.
It's still different from everything, but it's just like now it's getting to the point where y'all taking away certain things, and there's certain limitations that an Apple product do have. Like, I like an iPhone. I probably think I'll always have an iPhone because I feel like Android to me is just
explode.
Not even just that, but it's just like an Android is like so all over the place, and it's so easy for it to get a virus.
Yes, and then it's like every iPhone or any Apple product, really, like the quality is something you will always be promised with, you know.
Yeah, the quality of an iPhone is
and then,
A1.
Like, with Androids, it's like nothing is ever too good.
Yeah,
there's always something missing about the quality.
Yeah.
So.
But as for MacBook, no, I'm staying with PC, child. Nope, not happening.
I probably would have PC too, but I actually won.
Would you get the Apple card? You know,
what Apple card? What's that?
Like they got their own card, like a debit card, credit card.
No,
Apple got their own.
They have their own now.
No, they I don't trust that.
Cause where's the Apple Bank? The Apple Store.
Like, exactly.
They're trying to take over. It's just not.
Hi, I'm Siri. I'm working on your card. Like, no, you're not.
Hello, Siri. My card not working. It's declined.
I'll help you on that. It's like, no. Like, no.
All right. So, next topic is Jack in the Box employee fired for mocking a deaf woman. A California woman who was deaf said she was yelled at, mocked, and denied service at the drive-thru of a Jack in the Box restaurant because she drove straight to the service window without placing her order. Her son, Malachi Jensen, said he captured the conversation on his cell phone to show that this is a common problem deaf people face. In the video, Jensen tries to explain to the worker at the restaurant that she cannot place an order at the drive-thru speaker because she is deaf. Now, with me, I agree. I'm offended by this. Because as a person whose grandmother, my two uncles who are deaf, I understand that they go through a lot knowing that they're deaf. People, have a hard time trying to commute with them, communicate with them. That includes doctors, people in stores trying to figure out, you gotta be with a deaf person at all times to help them out. So people can understand, sign language, what to do. I mean, you gotta be gentle with them.
Yeah.
But there's some deaf people that are really experts on how to handle things on themselves.
Right.
But I feel like mocking a deaf person is terrible.
It is.
That's a person with a disability. They can't talk and they can't hear at the same time. So why would you do that? How would you feel that was you?
I think people are just tone deaf at this generation. It's just the tone deaf generation. It's just say what you want. I feel entitled to say it because it's my opinion and it's child.
Just ruling everything off as sensitive is so ignorant. Like, this person literally lacks something that you find normal every day. That's so inconsiderate of you to start screaming at them. And, like, I feel like that's also an accessibility issue because, like, why can't we make it easier for a deaf person to do something as normal as going through the drive-thru? Like, why do they have to get out of their car every time, So...
But imagine her not going to a drive-thru and going inside the store. I believe the same thing will still happen because the person still will not understand what she's talking about. But I mean, what kind of deaf person wants to sit here, comes to a place every single day with a board saying what they want, write down what they want without being able for people to understand already from the jump what they want, Like, I used to always have to write stuff down to my grandmother about what I'm doing, where I'm going, what do I want from the refrigerator when I was a little girl. And I can see that she gets mad about it because, she wants you to understand her language because she don't, that's, like, kind of offensive to deaf people, Like, here's a sign, like, speaking to her from a piece of paper, So, right now, usually I understand sign language, but I understand how she is. My uncles without doing sign language. Yeah. So it's not that instinct in you where you understand by the mind, by your head. You just understand. Like, sign language is different now because when I do it with other people, they're like, oh, that means something else. Yeah. Like, this is mother. This could also mean bird, you know?
Mm.
So it's a growing thing that needs to be, looked at, and it's important to be able to, like, talk to other people with disabilities,
Yeah.
That's my
All right. That was our little infomercial right there, child. You gotta respect people.
Yeah. Our next topic is Popeyes Chicken.
Who, child?
So Popeyes has a BYOB campaign called Bring Your Own Bun. Popeyes' famous chicken sandwich is not back yet, but you can now bring your own bun and order 3-piece chicken tenders from their menu and call it, a chicken sandwich, I guess. You can still, like, make your own mayo sauce and your pickles to make it seem like the real Popeyes chicken sandwich, but they're still out of stock. You can use this as a substitute,
They're making us work for our sandwich. Okay. Bring your own. So that's what they're out of. That's what they sold out of. They sold out of the bread.
That's funny.
I mean, I don't understand why it gotta be the 3-piece chicken tenders. Why can't it be the breast? Like the thigh or something, and put it on the bread.
I guess it's the most similar to
They're trying to be like
patty.
Cane's.
Yeah, word.
I've been there. When I went to Minneapolis, they actually had a Cane's there because there's no Cane's in Jersey. Well, I don't think there is. Never heard of any. But and they had the little sauce that kind of looks reddish.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, maybe that's what because I haven't had the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Have you?
Not me. Have you?
Yes, I have.
How is it?
It is pretty good. It's not like crazy. I think it has way too much bread. So it's ironic that they run out of buns because like a lot of people are just saying like it's too much
Popeyes
bread.
run out of everything. They run
do.
out of everything. I'm like, you are Popeyes. This is not no regular corner store that gets a lot of heat, gets a lot of buzz.
I heard.
Y'all can kill billions of chickens every year, and y'all over here saying y'all sold out.
I heard they said the bread tastes like pancakes. Is it true?
Ooh.
It tastes like pancakes.
You know what? Yeah, and
I
the
wouldn't like that.
consistency of it is like imperfect in a sense. It's just too much. Like it's too much going on.
I thought it'd be too much.
Is
chicken.
the meat soggy?
No,
It's not. Yeah, because
it's
I like
pretty crunchy.
Yeah. I need a crunchy sandwich.
Do you
Like,
taste the pickles?
Mine didn't have pickles.
oh, you gotta ask for it.
Do you taste the sauce?
The sauce, their sauce.
Yes, there's
Yeah,
secret
the
ingredients.
sauce. Hey, Chick-fil-A, what's up?
Anybody messing with no Chick-fil-A? No, I'm done.
Why? Oh, with the Trump thing?
Mm-hmm.
No, they're really stretching it now, though. Like,
What do you mean?
Chick-fil-A is like they're really endorsing them. Like,
Yeah.
they're not even trying to stop.
Yeah.
For real.
I'm
and
like,
they're open about it.
canceled. And I used to be like, oh, well,
You know.
I'm going to still eat there. Like, but no, now I can't. They cancel now. Cancel culture, I don't care.
But isn't McDonald's a part of it?
What do you mean?
The Trump thing with the fast food restaurants?
There's a lot of them. To be
You mean with the
Yeah.
fast food restaurants? When was it?
Remember, like Chick-fil-A is. Like McDonald's the same way, isn't it?
I don't know too much about
I know
that.
definitely Walmart is.
And Wendy's.
Walmart?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely Walmart.
Well, Walmart was the one that sold that do-rag
Right.
that said the N-word on it.
Right.
And those guns.
Yeah,
Walmart
guns
always
in
sold guns.
Florida.
They always sold guns. I seen it
That comes to... Ooh, my bad.
when I went to a Walmart in PA. They had guns. They had
Just
like
PA?
rifles.
Jeez.
PA, it's
I don't know.
legal in
I'm
there.
mad
You can-
sheltered,
it's legal to carry in PA. You didn't know that?
No.
Yes. When I'm my old school.
I'm really from New York.
Yes. When I went to my old school and I went to a gas station, there was this man openly had a gun right in his back pocket. You get what I'm saying?
Pass out.
We were scared. I was like, oh my God. But then it was like, this is Pennsylvania. They do it.
Wow.
But if you think about it, some people look at it as if you're in a city where guns are illegal, it's less crime because people second guess robbing someone if you know that they have a gun on them. So it's like a lot of issues happen, a lot of robberies happen in Jersey because people are robbing people. We can't even have tasers.
Yeah.
We have no type of defense other than run away, try to get the gun out of his hand, which, I would not suggest no one try that.
Yeah, of course.
You know, if it comes to it, give him what he wants. You get what I'm saying? But yes, I mean, it's no difference if there's stricter gun laws or not. People still gonna get guns.
Yeah, and people still gonna get that Chick-fil-A.
I
didn't have Chick-fil-A.
I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a minute.
Not me either. You heard that they got mac and cheese now?
I've only had it like
See, you need to stop because I'm on my cancel culture right now.
They got mac and cheese.
And I'm not trying to relapse.
You know, well, I think KFC always had.
I
know it's disgusting, but I had it because it was the only thing open. They had, I think, like popcorn, shrimp, chicken.
They really be serving people fried snake.
Oh.
No, someone's... I seen that in the video. They said it was like some kind of... They was opening up their like the little chicken tender or something like that, and it looked like snake skin. I'm like, y'all serving people fried snake?
And they got that vegan chicken now.
No, that's
fried chicken.
Ew, what is that?
They got that vegan.
Is that soy?
Chicken.
No,
tofu.
It's only in one state right now. It's only in one state right now.
What about the plant-based Whopper?
Oh, they gotta stop.
I'm like, yo, Burger King. I
mean, I had a Whopper not too long ago. It was good though, not that plant-based one.
I can't mess with Burger King. They too expensive.
Really?
You don't
yes.
Get like 10 chicken nuggets.
When
for
I
like
used to work,
$1.
when I used to work my behind off at Sesame Place, I used to go over there because McDonald's was closed over there. I used to have to go all the way to Burger King. I get a Whopper, a fry, and like a little fake McFlurry because they got they got Oreo ice cream. Yeah. That thing come up to like $12, $15. I'm like, whoa, yes. Because I used to get the triple Whopper. I'm like, ain't no way in the world a triple Whopper should be that much. Really, $12, $13.
Easily like $8.
Today is Thursday. Y'all know y'all be getting them. These advertisements coming to your door every single day. It's not called that. It's called something else. I forgot what it's called. They got a plastic bag full of Kohl's, Kohl's, Macy's, JCPenney's, ShopRite, Acme, to sort of see the prices of each item.
Oh, yeah,
what's it
like
called?
those flyer things.
Yeah,
I'm not
flyers.
sure
What's it called? I'm black and I should know this. Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about for a second. I thought you was doing a sponsor. I'm like, shout out to the RoundTable.
But in there it's Burger King advertisements in there for prices for cheap. Like you can get like 2 Whoppers, 2 fries for like $5.
What, the sales circular?
The circulars, yes.
Oh my goodness, really? Oh my goodness.
Circulars, yeah.
All right. Well, guys, look at your sales circulars because you will get deals in Burger King. I know Dunkin' Donuts have it and all the other greats. I'm done with fast food though because I've been doing my little low carb diet, which has been
that sushi.
Yeah, I know that sushi. That was like a relapse.
I can't do cold rice, man. I can't do.
No, but that's sushi is good for you though, right?
I think so. I didn't have sushi in like years, so I can't remember. I don't remember the taste of cold rice.
Right.
I don't remember. But
no, sushi is really good though. It's you gotta put your wasabi with your soy sauce.
See, I don't know what wasabi tastes like. I thought it was guacamole.
What?
No,
I'm done.
Oh my god.
Dead.
Die.
Deceased. First of all, no. Wasabi is like a really... I don't know what wasabi is, but it's really, really hot.
It's like seaweed, I think.
Yeah, and you got to mix it with... Well, what I used to do, because my dad used to do it, you got to mix it in your soy sauce, and then you put it... When you put that sushi on there and eat it, ooh, it has like a... Yeah. But you can't have... You have to make sure you have enough soy sauce and enough wasabi, because if you have too much wasabi, it's going to burn your mouth. Because wasabi is a hot...
Indeed.
It's hot. Okay. All right. We'll have a sushi night. Okay. I will introduce you to sushi. It's good. It's really good.
Look,
Are you not into raw fish too?
No, I like my fish fried, bro.
You like my
hot sauce.
A good alternative.
See, you making me relapse.
Or some salmon.
Because you making me relapse right now. Because you got me thinking of back at home, back in the project, not in the project, but back in the hood. We used to sit there, get you a little chicken sandwich. Oh my goodness, get you 2 pieces of bread, get you a nice fried. What you use? Bass. What type of fried fish you eat?
It's that spicy one that comes.
I know I'm not talking.
That spicy mix. What's it called?
Spicy mix.
Zatarain's.
Ain't nobody talking about the spices. I'm talking about what type of fish, like bass, trout, whatever.
Oh, love me some catfish.
Ooh, I never had catfish.
Ooh, catfish is popping, bro. The whiteys, of course, the flounder, the
You ain't eat sea bass?
I never tried sea bass.
They're really big fish. Like if they're grown, of course. My dad catch them all the time because he goes to a little fishing trip every year. He brings back the supper. Let me.
But I hate porgies though. I hate porgies.
Porgies is good.
That is too much bones.
Okay, wait a minute. We done went to Popeyes to Burger King, and now we done talked about fish. Okay. Moral of this story is, he right. No, I really gave that up, and you make me think about it because ain't nothing like a good old fish sandwich with some ketchup and hot sauce.
Ketchup.
Okay. All right.
But to be honest, I never had the Popeyes chicken, and I had Chick-fil-A in a long time. But you know what I had? My mama's fried chicken sandwich, bro.
All right.
Can't beat your mama's cooking.
And look, let me tell you, if you want to have a chicken sandwich, DIY Popeyes chicken sandwich. This is all over YouTube.
Right. Yeah. These real chefs cooking it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Not just processed chicken.
Right.
Frozen chicken.
All right, let's move on. Going back to celebrities. And then we're going to conclude. So Azalea Banks takes shots at Lizzo. Who hasn't she taken shots at?
What? I love this topic just because.
Because, okay, so the rapper just made multiple posts talking about Lizzo and how she's considered, in quotes, the fat joke. She made comments saying that the only reason, I'm paraphrasing her because I'm not reading all that.
Right.
The only reason why she's big in the industry right now is because, in quote, she's the dumpy fat girl spectacle, and you know how she does her little flute things, and she has her outlandish like performances, which is her. That's her personality. She's saying that it's some kind of speculative. Let me edit that out. She just said basically, and she also made a comment that she called her a fat girl, millennial mammy.
Yeah.
And if you do your research on a mammy, that's like a derogatory like character that was used in old films, just to disrespect black women, black women that were moms, and Aunt Jemima was considered a mammy. You get what I'm saying? Like It was very, she's basically saying that basically Lizzo is that.
Right.
And I feel like she said she's a really talented girl, but there's ways into projecting your talent. She was like comparing her to like, oh well, Queen Latifah's big and she doesn't do all that crazy stuff to get her on, or Missy Elliott, and she said Jasmine Sullivan. But like that's how they are.
Right.
Lizzo is that her own personality. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that I don't think she puts a dumpy fat girl spectacle on stage. I feel like that's just who she is. She's like
embracing herself.
She's embracing herself, and she's also
body.
She's letting these people know that people that are overweight, hey, it's okay. You get what I'm saying? Just because I'm overweight doesn't mean she doesn't work out. This girl works out. This girl is, she's not like she's trying to lose weight. She's just being who she is. And for someone like, and sometimes let me play devil's advocate with her because she made a comment saying that certain people. Artists put on spectacles of themselves to get on. That is true.
Yeah.
But not with Lizzo. Okay? Not with Lizzo.
Look, every time somebody pop in, Azalea Banks always got to say something negative. Azalea Banks is basically canceled at this point because who listens to your music still? You're still not on no stage. You're still mad at the world in your bedroom, basically. So, girl, please.
Because that's what she was making these posts at. Right, her bedroom. Upset because Lizzo was shutting the house down to VMA Awards.
Girl, go find a real job instead of bullying people online. And number 2, every time, it's always people coming for plus size women, calling them fat, like that is so old. Fat joke is old. Leave it in 1986, whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go. Plus size women popping, let them be popping. Lizzo's number 1 on the charts right now, so shut up.
And that's the thing. She's number 1 on the charts.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaiah Banks has beef with literally everybody: Beyonce, Rihanna, Nicki, Cardi,
Grimes, Lana Del Rey.
Yes, Sia.
Like what?
You know, people that don't even say anything, don't even put no type of negative energy.
Yeah.
And what are you doing, honey?
It's like, and then the way she goes about things, she'll say it like as if there's a way to dismantle whatever she's talking about. And if you have such a plan, why don't you go about it? Because you're really the real reason you're saying any of this is because you're mad that somebody's number 1 right now. I'm
starting to think she get paid. She get paid to talk crap on social media.
How much you getting paid? Because, girl, you still living in the same...
Because I wouldn't be doing this. I'm not doing this for my health. You get what I'm saying? You know, I put my stuff on the podcast because we get that M's.
Yes. It's like, just
okay.
Do something for yourself. Like, Lizzo just made history by doing that because she's not just a black woman, she's a plus-size black woman who also...
And you know what they did to people with plus size back in the day? Like, remember that song, I Got the Power?
Yes, yes.
That was that girl did a lip sync. That was not the real girl. It was a heavier set woman that actually did that song.
Wow.
Yes, the same one. I think that was the same girl today. It's raining, man. Also, like, I'm like, people were doing this, and now it's a mark. I guess people are allowing certain things because they're finding out that things are brandable now. People
everyone looks for themselves.
It's not always about the image. It's first of all, it's music. Yeah. Music is sound.
Right.
Not image. We got to get out of that.
She's not even living in a good state of environment to be talking about other artists and rappers.
Yeah.
Like, Azalea Banks need a Yanla, fix her life.
She need a Yanla real bad because she had some real issues cooped up in her. And, I mean, at this point, it's just an obsession. I wouldn't say obsession, but it's just like the way she comes off like she is kind of off. Like, I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
Because you'll sit there and, you'll be cool with somebody like when her and Nicki, I guess, squashed whatever type of beef that she started, that Azalea started. You went on ahead and when she did the mermaid thing for a bed, you said, she's stealing me. She looked like a catfish.
Like
I'm
mermaid?
Like, can't nobody else be a mermaid? Like, you about to come for Haley Bailey? For being Little Mermaids now, like, because you were the first mermaid,
which she actually also had a problem with. If you follow,
she had a problem with that. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Like
what?
Like the whole, why do you have to be represented so badly? And it's just like,
you don't
aren't you a black girl too?
Aren't you pro? Because she had a pro black phase. She was very pro black.
Yeah.
So where does that come from?
It's just like these elements.
It's like she doesn't know what she wants to be in life.
Like who are you essentially?
Whew, she's just such a confusing person. She need to get help. Some serious.
Yeah.
Let's stream one song to help her out.
No, I do. I listen to one song that she ever made. It's called What song is that called?
Ice Princess?
Not Ice Princess. It's the one. It's like a Vogue mix.
Yeah,
that
Soda.
Oh, I
you gotta listen to Soda.
Enjoy her music.
That's what I'm saying. You need to get what these artists need to do, and that's just because she ain't the only one. Y'all need to get into y'all gig.
Broke with Expensive Taste was a good album from her.
Nah.
Now she was. It really
I don't support
was.
her whole her.
If you understand like her vibe, like from that.
Did she be trying to sing?
I like fantasy.
If you understand her vibe from that, and she was really getting really popular at that time.
Yeah.
But she let herself go with that.
And then she's someone who always is coming for somebody, but we all saw Wildin' Out.
Yeah, and then when and then when people started coming for her, like, it's an issue now. She want to start crying. She want to be like, oh my god, like you're disrespecting me because I'm a black woman. Girl,
about her is not even as bad.
It's not even that bad.
To people, like, imagine getting called a modern day mammy. Like what?
Like a millennial mammy.
That's so rude.
Disrespectful. Like this, it's like she doesn't. It's like Lizzo doesn't even work. She's just the the spectacle that you're saying. And no, she gets to work. Lizzo can actually sing.
Yeah.
Just because you're a little tired behind vocals and your music, because I know she be trying, because Zay be singing.
VMA's performance was fire.
It was fire, and she really can sing. And so what she wants, her. So what if she wants to wear leotards and twerk and use and play her flute? That's her.
Like,
can we be ourselves?
Where she's coming from and saying like, oh, well, a certain group of people really enjoys this, and it's like. That's their fault, though. It's not like Lizzo is, like, literally being anyone else. Yeah. She's really being herself.
She's being herself.
And if you look back 10 years ago, and when Truth Hurts dropped, like, 2 or 3 years ago, she was still doing what she's doing right now.
That song literally, dropped a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It's an old song that now is number 1.
Right.
Tell me who could twerk.
Can't nobody do that.
Right.
History. Beyonce couldn't even do that. Right, and I'm not comparing. Are you a Beehive?
You already know I am.
I am so sorry, but I'm just saying, like, there's people that have not did that. That is history right now.
Yeah.
Tell me who could twerk and play the flute at the same time.
Especially as, like, an upcoming artist.
Like, Lizzo did that.
Yeah, she did that. And Lizzo always been around, though. She just been underground.
Yeah.
With her stuff. The first song I listened to was good as hell.
Same.
I do my head talk. Check the
nails. Check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good. Like, that was my song. Like, she got feel-good music, empowering music. Jasmine Sullivan did that as well, but she did it in her own way. That's her own personality. Queen Latifah, same thing.
Ooh,
but then Missy Elliott...
that's an icon, yo.
My thing is, I'm not saying that Lizzo and Missy. There's no comparison with them, but she was trying to say, oh, Missy Elliott didn't do the fat girl thing, the fat girl joke thing.
Sure did. Like,
she
just
did
by literally existing.
Yeah, and being herself.
She was different, and yes. So I don't even know why she
have to mention it all the time.
That made her argument real bad because when you brought up Missy Elliott is, that is one of Lizzo's inspirations. First of all. So and you can see it
all wrong. Like,
she should just stop. Instagram should just take her. But no, freedom of speech.
She has made so many accounts. It's hilarious. Like on Twitter, she's been CPXO for so long, and then it'll get suspended. She'll be like, "I'm back."
Yeah,
it's really funny.
It's like the truth hurts, and she can't stand the rain.
I can't stand the rain. She can't.
Her VMA's performance was also fire. Like
it was like better than everybody else's in there. Who else performed?
Yes, Missy.
Let Taylor Swift now. Let me see who else.
Let's not.
Taylor's a whole nother topic. Tay. She repping for the. She repping for us. And
let me stop because when I turn 22, I'm like 22.
22. No, I would definitely at a drop of a dime play a Taylor Swift song and sing it with.
Yeah.
I am a Taylor Swift fan.
She got that catchy music.
And I'm with her. A lot of people are coming for her because she's marketing the LGBT community in her music in sort of a way of she's being an ally. And a lot of people feel like it's just only for album sales, and we are popping. We can make you popping. It is show, but I feel like Taylor really does care about the LGBT community, though. Like, I don't know.
I think she does.
I mean, there's people in the LGBT community that use the community for their own notorieties. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Anybody can do it. I feel like I think that when it comes to a point where if that type of person is like if Trump started doing that, I'm like, oh yeah, we know you only doing it. Like, when Trump tried to free A$AP Rocky to try to get the black people to support him and vote for him.
A$AP don't do the same thing for black people.
But somebody like Taylor Swift, I do feel like she has a general care of that community.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
As long as she's involving those proceeds where she apparently plants the seeds, just give it back in a sense. I don't see an issue.
Yeah, definitely should get back them proceeds. Let's hear about that though.
Yes, reparations.
Year's almost over, honey. You get what I'm saying? All right. My last topic that I wanted to talk about was, okay now, rapper Diddy spotted rubbing Lori Harvey's belly on vacation in Mexico. The 40-year-old mogul was photographed out. Was on what?
He's only 40?
Yeah, he's 49.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. He was, a lot of people was taking pictures of him with his new little flame. His 22-year-old Lori Harvey, for those who don't know, that's Steve Harvey's daughter. And his hand was kind of like in placement with his around her belly, rubbing into. I'm like, so people are saying like, oh, what's going on? Is there a bun in the oven? I don't know. I still feel like that's just messed up. Like that was literally Lori Harvey literally dated your son.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is like
disgusting.
I'm gonna bring it back. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it back to the older listeners. This is some Young and the Restless stuff. Like that old what's it called?
Soap opera.
The soap opera. Because look, that is some crazy stuff. Like ew.
Yeah, that's grooming. Like essentially, you probably found her attractive while she was with your son.
Yeah, and then just to know that your son has been there.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
These celebrities, they really, they.
Yeah.
I feel like he's really rushing things at this point.
He only doing it. He doing it because Miss Thang
Cassie
done
As
found a thang.
love.
Okay.
As she should.
Because okay.
I mean, how many years were they together? 10, 11 years?
Nothing.
Like, wow.
And then you was really heartbroken over your
Baby mom.
Yeah, baby mother, Kim Porter.
Right.
Rest in peace. You
Yeah.
was really heartbroken over that. And while you were with Cassie, you said that Kim Porter was like basically your soulmate.
Everybody booed up but you, so yeah, let me just boot up with this little 22-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay. These celebrities, they never fail to just to outdo themselves. Like they just
date somebody who's not a celebrity. Why you always gotta be in the limelight with dating?
Well, Lori Harvey is not really a celebrity. I mean, she's a celebrity child, but
she
still,
got 1 million followers. Everybody knows who she is.
Hello, yes. But I don't know, child.
At least he's facing the consequences, because I hate when people are like, it's her choice or whatever. It's like, okay, he literally probably groomed her though. Like,
old enough to be your father.
Like, you literally
You about to be
dated
50.
my kid. Like,
Yes,
that's
like
weird.
no. That's just off limits, and I would really feel some type of way. And I talked to my mom about that. She was like, "Oh, she grimy. I'm like, "No, you gotta don't blame the girl."
Like, how is this on her? In her head,
It's not all her.
she's probably she's impressionable still. She's only 22. Like,
And it's a rapper that makes a lot of money.
the whole thing.
Who child? But that is it for this episode. We've talked for a whole hour and 18 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed the show. And until next time, I'm your host, Darren Green, and this is the RoundTable Podcast signing out. Bye, y'all.